Imagine two envelopes sitting on a table. One contains a property deed. The other contains a stock certificate. Both promise wealth. Both have created millionaires. But only one will actually fit your life. And that's the part most people miss. People love real estate because it feels safe. You can drive past it. You can touch the walls. It feels permanent. Stocks feel abstract by comparison. Numbers moving on a screen, red one day, green the next. So beginners often assume stocks are gambling while property is security. But the real difference is not safety, it's survivability. Stocks are ownership in businesses. When companies grow profits over time, shareholders benefit. That growth can come through rising stock prices, dividends, or both. And today, you don't need to pick individual winners. One index fund can spread your money across hundreds of companies instantly. Real estate works differently. Wealth comes from appreciation, rental income, and leverage. If tenants pay rent while your mortgage balance shrinks, you slowly build equity. But real estate is not passive in the same way stocks are. It behaves more like a small business. Roof repairs happen, tenants stop paying, pipes burst at midnight, taxes rise, vacancies happen. Now here's the biggest concept in this entire comparison: liquidity. Stocks are liquid. You can sell today and often have cash within days. That flexibility matters more than people realize. Lose your job? Need emergency money? Want to move cities or see a new opportunity? Liquidity gives you options. Real estate is slow. Selling a property can take months. You list it, wait for buyers, negotiate, pass inspections, deal with financing delays, then finally close. And if the market weakens during that process, you may have to cut the price just to escape. That illiquidity cuts both ways. Sometimes it protects people from emotional mistakes because they can't panic sell during bad headlines. But if life hits hard at the wrong moment, being trapped inside an asset becomes dangerous. Returns matter too, but beginners often compare the wrong numbers. Stocks have historically returned around 10% annually over long periods, and the process is simple. You buy, hold, reinvest, and avoid panic. The hardest part is emotional. Watching your portfolio fall 30% during a crash feels terrible, even if the businesses underneath remain strong. Real estate returns are messier. Yes, appreciation plus rent can produce strong results, but gross income is not profit. A single roof replacement can wipe out an entire year of rental gains. Maintenance, insurance, vacancies, property taxes, and transaction costs quietly eat returns. And then there's leverage. This is where real estate becomes powerful and risky at the same time. Imagine buying a $500,000 property with $100,000 down. If the property rises 5%, the property gained $25,000. That's a 25% gain on your original cash before costs. But leverage works in reverse, too. A 5% drop can erase 25% of your equity just as fast. Leverage magnifies outcomes. It does not create safety. Stocks feel riskier mainly because prices update constantly. The market screams its value every second. Real estate whispers its value occasionally. Hidden risk often feels safer than visible risk. So who fits each envelope? If you want simplicity, liquidity, diversification, and a low barrier to entry, stocks make sense. You can automate contributions, start small, and compound wealth quietly over decades. If you have substantial reserves, operational discipline, and you want control over a tangible asset, real estate can work extremely well, but you must treat it like a business, not a fantasy. And the strongest investors eventually stop treating this like a war. Stocks solve flexibility and diversification. Real estate solves leverage and cash flow. Different assets solve different problems. The biggest mistake is not choosing the wrong envelope. It's waiting forever because you're afraid of choosing imperfectly. Good investing is usually less about predicting markets and more about building a system you can survive emotionally and financially for a very long time.
If you enjoyed this, hit like and subscribe for more simplified investment content. I really appreciate you being here.